This video is going to be about a mystery novel scene improvement worksheet that I have put together. After your first novel draft has been finished and you have shaped up the individual scenes, that's when you want to look at each scene individually and ask yourself the questions on this checklist. Establish where you are. Whose point of view is the scene being written in? Make sure all viewpoints, feelings, and thoughts are attached to the person who owns the point of view of the scene. How many locations are there in the scene? And where is the location in the scene? Is there an outer location and an inner location? For example, is there a cabin that is reached only after a long drive? Do you need two location descriptions? Using vivid memories or pictures, how can you describe the location or two locations of the scene in a way to add information that brings depth to the storyline? Is there a way to use this subtlety to foreshadow something in the story? Is it possible to add atmosphere and or impending doom and or rising stakes into the location descriptions? What is the purpose of the scene? Check to make sure the purpose of the scene is clear for the reader who is reading the story for the first time. Remove anything that is unnecessary or boring. If something doesn't serve the story, it should be removed. Let's talk about the character arc. Is the main character arcing in the scene you're focusing on? Is there something that is changing about him or her? And how is this being shown, not told, in the scene? Can this scene be improved? Can you add anything to the scene to show growth of the character? Can you add anything to show the lie or incomplete truth the main character starts off believing that will change within the story? What is the high point of the scene? What is the most important thing that happens in this particular scene? What is the biggest clue that has been dropped? Is there a way to add a bit of drama to the high point of the scene without being melodramatic? Is there a ribbon of suspense running through the scene? Sometimes this ribbon is thin and narrow in some scenes, but it should be present. Identify the way in which this ribbon of suspense is lacing through the scene. Do you have a statement, an event, a feeling, something that holds up this suspense in the scene? Focus on the clues dropped. Ask yourself what clues have been dropped in this particular scene. Is there a way to write the clues into the scene where they create a cliffhanger or a surprise at the end of the scene or the chapter? If so, it could be worth rewriting the entire scene. The following writing techniques may be hard for new authors. They are still hard for me after 12 novels, but they are good suggestions to keep in mind as you build experience as an author. Can you add a hook into the beginning of each scene? Will something happen that will make the reader want to keep reading? Is there something that will invite the reader to feel that they are going deeper into the story? Can you add a surprise, a shock, or a twist at the end of each chapter? Having a tiny cliffhanger or surprise or shock at the end of the scenes or chapters is a way to add to the overall suspense of the book and keep the readers reading. Would you like to download a scene improvement checklist in PDF format? It contains all the information I covered in today's video. There's a link for it in the description box below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video or learned something new, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video.